Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Zolciak requests emergency hearing in Kroy. Biermann divorce, has concerns for kids in his care. Zolciak filed for an emergency court hearing earlier this month amid her ongoing divorce from Kroy. Biermann, filing several motions against her estranged husband. Zolciak, 46, is gravely concerned about the children's best interests when left in the care of Biermann, 39. One motion claims, according to court documents obtained by Us Weekly. TMZ was first to report the news on Wednesday, February 19. Furthermore, Zolciak has significant concerns regarding Biermann's mental health when it comes to the well-being of their 4 minor children, sons KJ, 13, and Cash, 12, and twins Kaya and Kane, both 11. Biermann is also the adoptive father of Zolciak's daughters Brielle, 27, and Ariana, 23, from past relationships. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum also alleged that Biermann has taken steps to completely cut the children off from Zolciak and reportedly has an inability to refrain from disparaging her in front of their kids. His explosive temper raises concerns that Biermann is suffering from an undiagnosed mental health disorder which may require follow-up or treatment, the docs read. Zolciak also alleged that Biermann has taken possession of the 4 minor children's cell phones. A subsequent motion claimed that Biermann unilaterally directed Zolciak that she would no longer have parenting time with any of the children, and allegedly prohibited their 4 kids from communicating with her. Biermann allegedly barricades the minor children at his new residence during the day, only returning for the minor children to sleep and take the bus to school. Zolciak also resurfaced claims that she made previously, alleging that Biermann is suffering from chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, which is a progressive degenerative disease affecting people who have suffered repeated concussions and traumatic brain injuries, per the Indiana University School of Medicine. Zolciak has claimed that addressing Biermann's mental health is essential in determining the proper custody and parenting time schedule that serve the children's best interests, in the docs. She also respectfully requests that the court appoint qualified professionals to conduct psychological and medical evaluations of Biermann. A separate motion claimed that the instant emergency situation dictates the need for the involvement of a guardian ad litem for their 4 minor children as custody is determined. Zolciak and Biermann were married for 11 years before they filed for divorce in May 2023. The same court documents obtained by Us this week show that Zolciak has also filed a motion to seal the case as their divorce proceedings continue. The divorce battle between Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Zolciak and her estranged husband, former NFL player Kroy Biermann, continues to spiral into uncharted territory. What once looked like a glamorous reality TV romance has unraveled into a courtroom saga filled with accusations, desperate legal filings, and an emotional tug-of-war over their 4 young children. This week, Zolciak reportedly filed for an emergency hearing in their divorce case, citing serious concerns about the children's safety and well-being while in Kroy's care. The move has reignited public fascination with their breakup, and drawn speculation about what exactly is unfolding behind closed doors. From fairy tale to fallout. When Kim and Kroy first met during a charity event in 2010, fans of RHOA watched their chemistry explode almost instantly. By the time Bravo cameras captured their lavish wedding in 2011, viewers were convinced the couple had found a forever love story. Their spin-off show Don't Be Tardy showcased an image of domestic bliss, luxury cars, an over-the-top mansion, and a bustling household filled with laughter. But as the years rolled on, financial strain and rumors of marital discord began to chip away at their picture-perfect image. By 2023, foreclosure threats, mounting debts, and constant arguments about money became public knowledge. Kim filed for divorce, then briefly reconciled, only for Kroy to file once again. The cycle repeated itself until both seemed entrenched in a toxic stalemate. Now the focus has shifted from their crumbling marriage to what matters most, their children. The emergency motion. According to insiders close to the case, Kim's emergency request wasn't a decision she made lightly. She's genuinely worried about the environment her kids are being exposed to, a source revealed. While details of the filing remain sealed, Whispers suggest concerns ranging from emotional outbursts to financial instability that might directly affect the children's daily care. Couple share 4 biological children, Kroy KJ Jr., Cash, and twins Kaya and Kane, while Kroy also legally adopted Kim's daughters Brielle and Ariana from previous relationships. Though the older girls are now adults, the younger ones remain at the center of the custody battle. Kim's camp insists she's stepping in not out of spite but necessity. Kim has always been protective of her kids. She may have her flaws, but being a mom comes first, another insider claimed. Kroy's counter-narrative. Kroy, for his part, has painted an entirely different picture. The former Atlanta Falcons star has previously accused Kim of excessive gambling, financial recklessness, and erratic behavior that, in his eyes, make her unfit for primary custody. His filings have alleged that Kim spends hours at casinos, leaving him to handle the bulk of parenting responsibilities. From his perspective, Kim's emergency motion is little more than a legal maneuver, a tactic to wrestle back control and sway public opinion in her favor. Kroy feels like he's been holding everything together while she's been spiraling, a source from his side has shared. What's most heartbreaking is the impact this relentless back and forth is having on the children. At ages where stability, routine, and reassurance are paramount, they're instead witnessing their parents' every disagreement spill out in headlines. Neighbors in their Georgia community have noted that the children often appear caught in the storm, with school drop-offs and extracurricular activities becoming logistical nightmares amid the couple's disputes. Those kids are resilient, but no child should have to see their parents battling like this, one local observer commented. A judge's dilemma. Now it falls on the family court judge to untangle truth from exaggeration, genuine concern from legal strategy. Emergency hearings are not granted without cause. The court will have to determine whether Kim's concerns meet the threshold for immediate action. Legal experts note that such filings can cover anything from suspected substance abuse to volatile household environments. If the judge finds merit, temporary custody arrangements could shift dramatically, altering not only the children's schedules but also the balance of power in the divorce. This is a high-conflict case, one family law attorney explained. The judge's main priority will be the kids, not the parents' grievances. If there's evidence that one parent poses a risk, the court won't hesitate to act. Public's divided reactions. Fans who once adored Kim for her brash humor and glamorous wigs are now polarized. On social media, some rally behind her, applauding her for taking decisive steps to protect her children. Others accuse her of using legal maneuvers as weapons in a bitter feud, pointing to her history of dramatic public outbursts. Meanwhile, supporters of Kroy insist he's the more stable parent, highlighting his quieter lifestyle since retiring from football. Kim's always chasing the spotlight, one commenter noted. Kroy seems like he just wants peace for his kids. Court of public opinion is just as divided as the actual courtroom. The shadow of finances. Looming over every custody filing and emergency hearing is the specter of money. Both Kim and Kroy have been hit with lawsuits over unpaid credit cards, unpaid taxes, and foreclosure threats on their sprawling mansion. The financial stress has fueled accusations that custody battles aren't only about parenting, but also about securing child support, spousal support, and control of dwindling assets. Finances play a huge role in divorce cases like this, a legal insider explained. Sometimes what looks like a custody fight is really about who controls the purse strings. What happens next? As the court considers Kim's emergency request, both she and Kroy will likely be called to present evidence, witnesses, and potentially undergo evaluations. In high-conflict cases, judges sometimes appoint a guardian ad litem, an independent representative for the children, to ensure their voices and best interests are truly heard. Kim's concerns prove credible, the judge could temporarily grant her primary custody, order supervised visitation for Kroy, or mandate family counseling. On the other hand, if the court finds her filing baseless, it could backfire, casting doubt on her credibility and strengthening Kroy's case. Either way, the next hearing could mark a turning point in one of reality TV's most turbulent divorces. A reality check. Beyond the headlines and legal filings, this case serves as a sobering reminder. reality TV fame doesn't shield families from real-world struggles. Kim and Kroy built a brand on love, laughter, and luxury. Now they're fighting in court like countless other couples whose marriages didn't survive the stress of life's pressures. What separates them from the average family is the public spotlight, one that magnifies every accusation, every slip-up, every tearful plea for custody. For their children, though, the cameras don't matter. What matters is stability, love, and parents who can set aside differences long enough to put them first. Final thoughts. As Kim Zolciak pushes forward with her emergency hearing request, the world is left watching to see if her concerns are substantiated or if this is another strategic move in a messy divorce war. For now, one thing is certain. The children at the heart of this case deserve peace, protection, and the kind of love that exists beyond legal documents and reality TV storylines. The judge's decision in the coming weeks could reshape not only custody arrangements but the narrative of Kim and Kroy's fractured family forever.